Where Nothing Bleeds by Interstellarism on AO3. Summary. Simon didn't expect his savior to be exactly his type. What a welcoming sight. Even if this stupidly handsome man ends up being evil, or working for the C.O.I, at least he'd die looking at something good. Or, Grace and Rocky find Simon's ship floating in deep space on their way to Erid. Update. This fic has been peer-read by a NASA engineer who has approved of the science. Episode 1, Chapter 1, Point of Contact. Simon doesn't know what he was expecting to see when he wakes up, but it certainly wasn't this. The last thing he remembers is drowning. Thick, hot blood flowing down his lungs, forcefully filling his stomach. Blood filling his ears, nose, eye, every possible orifice of his body being invaded without his consent. He remembers how heavy his tongue felt, how hard he tried to close his throat, just so the blood wouldn't make it to his body. To no avail. All he could smell, taste, and feel was iron. He thought he was drowned. A bloody, guttural death on that planet. So when he wakes up in a white room with a polished ceiling above him and the steady sounds of what seems to be a heart rate monitor, he can't help but think that he's dead. He's gotta be dead. There's no way he isn't. There was no way to survive what he last remembered. Either the creature was still fucking with him, or this was real. Did they save him? Was he finally free? Eye movement detected. Simon flinches at the voice. It wasn't particularly loud, but at this point, any human voice sounds hostile to him after listening to false voices on that speaker for what felt like years. For a split second, he was back in the submarine. He looked down at himself. He's clean. There wasn't a drop of blood on him. There wasn't even a single mud stain. Even his nails were free of dirt and grime. Whoever got him here scrubbed him down completely. And he doesn't know how to feel about it. He was even wearing new clothes. What the hell was that? Why was he wearing a cat sweater? There's a big, ugly cat knitted on the chest of his sweater he was wearing. He definitely didn't own this. The realization of what he was wearing was so ridiculous that the assumption of him being dead suddenly seemed very real. This was the kind of thing that only happened in his dreams. 1 second he was on the SM-13 and now he was in a hospital room? Was this the C.O.I base? No. He was in someone's bedroom. The room was too small to be a hospital room. There was too many personal-looking trinkets and objects lying around to suggest that he was at a hospital. There was a table nearby with a few things he couldn't recognize. Some weird-looking figurine, a blue and green ball made of yarn, looked like Earth. Is he on Earth? How? When? Were the stars back? Ah! His train of thought was instantly interrupted when he met with a giant robot with weird robot arms trying to get at his face. What is 2 plus 2? What the fuck? Simon tries to make a sound. Any sound. Protest, violence, another half scream, half cry, maybe? Seeing the robot felt promising, they didn't have technology like this back at Eden. It looked like some sort of robot nurse doctor thing. If they had one of these, then maybe the disaster wouldn't have claimed so many live. Subject is not responding. Repeated inquiry. What is 2 plus 2? Simon stares at it a bit longer, backing up on the bed. 4. His throat felt raw, like something had roughly scrubbed the roof of his mouth. Did he have a breathing tube in or something? It felt like it. He parts his mouth to speak, wanting to ask the robot where he was or what the hell happened. To the black box, to the SM-13, if he was here, then it couldn't have been for nothing. But before he could speak, Rocky, chill out. I get that you're excited, but we can't overwhelm the guy. He just woke up. He probably hasn't seen another person in who knows how long. A person. There was a person out there. Flight ticks in. Simon scrambles and immediately reaches for something that he could use for a weapon, and the only thing nearby was a ceramic mug. He grips it by the handle, smashes it against the wall, and grabs a piece of glass, pointing it towards the door. When the stranger hears the glass breaking, the door opens. Inside walks the first human he's seen in forever. The last face he remembered was the Commander Ava's face. She was scarred and looked like she didn't know how to smile. Everyone back at Eden always had that look on their face, like someone died. Probably because someone did. This person was the complete opposite of that. He had bright, messy blonde hair and the bluest eyes he's ever seen in his life. Tan skin. He'd rather tall, too. He's wearing a shirt with some stupid math joke on it. It's a safe guess that the cat sweater was probably his, too. He was wearing glasses, and they were crooked on his face. He has a weird urge to fix them. He didn't expect his savior to be exactly his type. What a welcoming sight. Even if this stupidly handsome man ends up being evil, or working for the C.O.I., at least he'd die looking at something good for once. Hey, Blonde Bombshell said, holding his hands up. It's okay. I won't hurt you, I swear. He speaks. Even his voice sounds good. Seriously, was this guy some sort of model they hired as to pose as a doctor? Did they get an extra attractive one so he would get caught off guard and he wouldn't attack him? Where am I? He grunts, gripping the broken ceramic in his hand. He doesn't care that it cuts through his flesh. After all the shit he's went through, it felt like a paper cut. You're on Erid, the man says, slowly lowering his hands. He isn't approaching him. It's a planet that's about 16.3 light years away from Earth. Oh, he's not on Earth. Wait, why should he even believe this guy? What the hell are you talking about? The plan was to take me home. I should be back home. He swings the broken glass, and he backs away instinctively. Whoa, easy. I know this must be extremely confusing, but trust me, we're just as confused about your situation as you are. So could you please put the glass down? You're gonna hurt yourself. Wait. He suddenly hears footsteps. Rapid footsteps. Sounds like it came from something with a dozen legs. For a moment, he whips his head around, searching for the source. Muscle memory from his hallucinations on the SM-13. Visions, like they were part of the course. But the footsteps weren't coming from behind him. They were coming in. It comes something he could have never predicted in his entire life. It was a rock. A spider rock with legs. He would have screamed if he hadn't already witnessed enough horrors on the submarine to know what truly hostile creatures looked like. No, his first instincts was that this creature was harmless. It didn't have any sharp edges, but its body language seemed agitated. It was lunging at him and making more of those noises. Shit. He really was on an alien planet. It was making sounds, rapid sounds that sounded like music notes being played too fast that he could hardly distinguish them. No, Rocky. He didn't hurt me. We're good. He's just scared. Yes, being scared is normal. I told you he might react this way. He's using that same gentle tone with that thing. What the hell? He's communicating with it? Listen, I'm really sorry about this. I'm sure you're already freaked out enough, and seeing Rocky without any mental preparation must be making it worse, but I guess we have to do formal introductions now. He gestured to himself. My name is Ryland, or, well, Grace. Everybody calls me Grace. This is Rocky. He's an Eridian, one of the natives of this planet, and he also happens to be my friend. The creature makes a trilling noise. Right. Best friend. He's rather particular about that. You being here because, as Rocky and I were in a ship bound for Erid, we found your submarine floating around in deep space. I thought it was just some rusty old debris, but Rocky heard your heartbeat from inside, so we brought you with us. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. How did he end up floating around in deep space? Shouldn't he be sunk into the bottom of the blood ocean by now? Hell, shouldn't he be digested goop for that creature? We won't hurt you, Ryland said, walking forwards, seeming braver after noticing he lowered the glass. He summons courage pretty easily. We just want to know where you came from and how you survived. How the hell does he answer that? I'm so glad that Interstellarism let me podfic this. Thank you. Oh my god, I read this fanfiction not a while back, actually. I could actually probably guess. I could tell you exactly when, because I messaged to have the ability to podfic this the moment I finished reading it, which was 17 days ago. Yep, 17 days ago I read this fic. I loved it. I wish I could have gotten a commission art done for it, so instead I just did a very sloppy little cool picture thrown in together by myself. I wish I could have done a little bit more, but it is what it is. I love this fic so much. I adored it when I read it. This is gonna be my second time reading it. I was about to say third. No, second time. I haven't read it beforehand. I love this. This is actually so good. It's to the point where, like, there's a lot of little things that I now want to see in other BloodyMary fanfictions because of, Where Nothing Bleeds by Interstellarism. I love this so much. I love it. It's one of my favorites. The next chapter is called Acquired Signal. It's a longer chapter. I am gonna have to cut that chapter probably in half. I love this. I love this series so much. This is such a cool, nice series that I love with all my heart. It is such a cute, amazing, wonderful, thing. And I love it. I don't think you guys understand how much I actually genuinely love this series. This was my first BloodyMary fanfiction ever. Like, the first one I read was this one, Where Nothing Bleeds. Which, yeah, I only started reading BloodyMary fanfiction 17 days ago. Cut me some slack, okay? Cut me some slack. It didn't hit my mind that I could read it. Okay, so I didn't watch Project Hail Mary when it first hit theaters. It was one of those, I kind of want to watch it. I saw the trailer and it was kind of interesting, but it was one of those, maybe I'm not going to go watch it in the movie theaters because it's, it didn't pique my interest that much, right? And as it went into movie theaters, my aunt, she saw it and she absolutely loved it. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go watch. And I went to watch it, and I have watched it 2 times in movie theaters. The first time was by myself, and the second time was with my boyfriend and my sister. The first time after I watched it, I was just engrossed. I was, keeping up with all that stuff and the fandom. And then I came across a TikTok, a funny little TikTok with that one audio. What was the lyrics? The moon, my man, the moon. I'm trying to figure out what song that is. The moon, my man, Is it this one? Oh yeah, My Moon, My Man. That's the song. Yeah. If you heard it, my bad. But I loved it. I loved it so much. I didn't love it at first. I was like, what is this ship? This is such a random, okay. And then I saw another edit, and I'm like, okay, interesting. And then another one, and this other one was like comparing the two about how they're very similar. I'm like, yeah, they are very similar. And then another one, and I'm like, you know what? I see the ship. I see it. I'm seeing the vision. I have grown. 2020 vision. My glasses are locked in. I see the vision. And I then just started consuming media that way, fan art and fan edits and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know why I didn't think of this. AO3. And I hopped up on AO3, and the first fic that pops up for me, and the first pick that I read was Where Nothing Bleeds by Interstellarism, and I loved it. If anything, I owe my huge admiration and love to BloodyMary to Interstellarism. I go and I read fan fictions, and I'm like, oh my god, that was like Interstellarism. That was like Where Nothing Bleeds. Oh my god, that kind of was like Where Nothing Bleeds. Or like, I love it. I love it. I love Where Nothing Bleeds so much. It is one of my favorite. I think it's gonna be my favorite BloodyMary fanfiction of all time. I always have that one fic that I love of a ship, right? Each one has like a different one. And BloodyMary has Interstellarism with their Where Nothing Bleeds. I love it so much. Don't get me wrong, I love other fanfictions of BloodyMary. BloodyMary is such an interesting concept and thing that I love to see other people do it. There's another one that was really, really good as well, and there's other ones that I have permission to do as well that have been approved and that are really, really good as well, right? So do not get me wrong. I have a lot of good, like, BloodyMary has a lot of good fics. We don't have a lot of fics, but we have some good fics, right? I mean, we have 700. That's not that much, but it's something. You know, something. Something is something, and I might become part of the people who add to the ship count, or to the fic count. Not 100% sure. I wish, you know, the fanfic, like the ship could enter the AO3 leaderboard and be like in the top 100 ships of the year, but I thought BloodyMary would be a little more popular than it actually is. I feel like it's not as popular. I don't know. I felt like it was. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just like a niche group of people. Either way, I love BloodyMary so much. I love Iron Lung by itself, and I absolutely adore and love Project Hail Mary. I think Project Hail Mary out of the two is my favorite. I love Project Hail Mary. It is so good. Oh my god, I want to watch it in theaters again. It's still showing in theaters, in my local theaters around here, so I might watch it for a third time because it's that fucking good. But I'm so excited to be podficking this. People who are new and have never seen my podfics and have never experienced me as a podficker, hi, hello. I do outros like these where it's long and me talking about my emotions, my feelings, and stuff like that. I'll correlate a lot of things that I know and love into this and knowledge that I have of things and stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited to do this. Thank you again, Interstellarism, for letting me do this. I don't know if you're watching, you're probably not. But I love this so much. As always, my raindrops, make sure to eat, sleep, drink water, take your meds. Have a wonderful night or day. Link to my Discord server and socials are down in the description. Subscribe to see more of my content, and thank you so much for watching.